What's going on, Cyclones fans? Rudy Hodgson here with the newest edition of your Cincinnati Cyclones and the newest episode of One on One. You're joining me is Owen Cole, the newest member of the Cyclones. Owen, how are you today? And welcome to the team.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm awesome today. I'm obviously really excited to be a member of the Cyclones. A little bit of history with Wes as well at the end of last season, so I'm really excited to get started with Cincinnati and just keep grinding throughout this whole summer.
So you kickstarted your pro career with Coach Weslowski and also with the Kansas City Mavericks. Is that one of the big reasons you decided to join Cincinnati, or was there more that needed to be sold when it came to signing you?
Yeah, not too much needed to be sold to me. Once Wes sent over the information to me, it was a pretty easy decision. And obviously, playing with him a little bit last year was huge for me, just for the comfort piece and knowing what to expect from a coach right away. And ultimately, knowing how much he believes in me based on conversations when I was finishing up at school and over the phone the last few days. So, yeah, there wasn't much convincing that needed to be done, just making sure it was the right fit and really things aligned in terms of what I wanted out of it and what Wes wants out of it for me.
Absolutely. So as you embark in your first full professional season, just what are you looking to get out of it? How important are things like development, location, or even relationships and your role? Just all encompassing, what are you thinking about this first year?
I think it was really good to get my feet wet in the league, just see how it kind of runs in the last March and April. And so ultimately, I just want to see how I can continue to develop, as you said, and just be more of an impact player. Believe in myself to be an impact player and help the team win every single night. Not always in the pretty ways of scoring goals or chipping on the score sheet, but little things like blocking shots or being on the PK and just being good on the face-off dot too. So, yeah, I think ultimately maybe it's beating around the bush to answer your question, but there's really just being able to develop, and I know that West believes in that. And again, our ideas align and how to improve, and we have a good relationship already. So ultimately, just finding a way to develop a little bit more, and hopefully continue to help Cincinnati win first and foremost, and then hopefully I can continue my career at higher levels as well.
You spent your last four seasons at UMass-Lowell. Of course, you were a captain there as well. Just how do you feel like your time in college prepared you for this opportunity, and what takeaways do you have from that time that you want to carry over into Cincy?
Yeah, there's a lot there. I'll try to give a somewhat shorter answer. I absolutely loved it at UMass-Lowell. Can't recommend it enough to anybody. Just so much fun. The coaching staff there is very dialed in, very detail oriented. Um, so ultimately, that just prepared me for pro. Uh, I really felt like when I stepped in, I was prepared to make that step when I got to Kansas City, and I believe it'll also carry over to Cincinnati. Wes is very similar with the attention to detail that I saw with what I had in at school. So yeah, it really prepared me. I think just the college schedule as well, like being able to work out two, three, four times a week, games on the weekend. I think it will really transfer nicely. And the way we play at Lowell too is a little bit grittier, less skilled, and I think that's what you get with me as well. You're not going to see many toe drags from me, but you're going to see a lot of hard plays that help the team win and little things that help the team win, opposed to these big things that are going to be on Sports Center.
So for the fans here in Cincinnati that maybe not too familiar with your game, would you say that maybe they can expect a little bit of sandpaper, a little bit of that grit that you feel you bring? Would you say that's your identity as a player?
Yeah, I think when I think of myself as a player, and especially with how my dad has also helped me growing up, is just being a 200-foot player, good defensively, can contribute offensively as well, and I expect myself to contribute offensively. Not the chippiest guy or getting in a lot of fights or anything like that, but finish my checks and really just be someone that can be relied on in every situation, every zone.
Absolutely. And so for as you look ahead to this season, have you kind of had the conversation yet with Wes as far as where he feels you'll suit best in this lineup? Do you think you'll be more of a just maybe like a 3C, 2C? Like, where do you envision yourself on this team, and where do you feel like you can provide the best performance possible?
Yeah, we haven't really talked about that much. I know it's still pretty early in the summer as well. Um, I think we talked a little bit prior, just about where I think I fit in. I think middle six is where I would probably produce the best in terms of production, in terms of scoring, but also just shutting down other lines if I need to, and contributing to special teams. We haven't talked about specifics yet. I know there's a lot of moving pieces in the summers in the East Coast League and trying to get guys signed and bringing guys back. So that hasn't really been discussed. But I think as more guys get signed, there'll be more conversations to be had. And um, again, Wes and I have a good relationship, both honest with each other on what we think. So I don't think there'll be any problems there. And hopefully that middle six role I can fulfill and really excel with.
That's great. Well, that's exciting. We're excited to have you. Naturally, because I have you here, I do have to ask you some non-hockey questions, so please
Yeah.
bear with me. Um, Outsider's perspective, what have you heard about Cincinnati, both on the playing but also on the living? I mean, how excited are you to get to this market and get to know a brand new city?
Yeah, I've heard it's a great sports town. Obviously with the Bengals and Reds. Pretty excited to hopefully catch each of those games at some point this upcoming year. I've heard a little bit about more Ohio in general because my dad was a grad assistant video coach with Miami, Ohio when he was doing his master's there. So I've heard a little bit about just Ohio in general, and he's excited that I'm coming close to Miami as well, just so he can get back there. Um, but really, I haven't heard that much about it. It was just quick talks with Wes and getting it done. So I'm excited to learn more about it and for sure get down there and watch some other sports as well.
What about the Skyline Chili? Are you gonna give it a try? You're gonna give it a go, or are you probably gonna
Uh,
skip?
don't even know what that is. I probably read it briefly in the packet that Wes sent me, but I was definitely more focused on the hockey stuff that was in that packet. So you'd have to inform me on what that is.
All right. Well, some would say it's a delicacy, some would say it's an acquired taste. I personally enjoy it. But you have to be open to it. It's a take on chili, but we'll leave that for when you get in.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Owen, thank you so much for your time. We are so excited to have you, and we are so excited to welcome all you great fans to Heritage Bank Center October 18th. The Cyclones and the Wheeling Nailers. Make sure you get your tickets at cycloneshockey.com/tickets. This is Rudy Hodgson signing off. Owen, thanks again for all your time, and we'll see you guys in October.